Hello, this is the Lighthouse of the Phoenix, and my life's purpose is to channel my higher self and beings of light, and also to support as many people as I can with a healing. Yeah, you don't need any faith, any belief system, any experience whatsoever. You just need to breathe and to know that we're working in a lying eight. You're in one space, I'm in the other one, and together we connect to our higher selves and our guardian angels. Like this, we do not intermingle our energies, they stay separate from each other, but my higher self and I are holding the space and the energy high for you to connect directly with your higher self and your guardian angel. Your higher self is the part of your eternal self that has not incarnated in body. And your guardian angel is a being of light that was assigned to you as guardian, as protector at the time of your birth. What do you need to know else? Yeah, we're entering with breathing the meditation, and we are also coming out of meditation with a breath. Be comfortable. Allow the process. And whatever spiritual sense works for you, it's fine for me. You don't need to be a visualizing type. Every sense that you're having a normal life, you also might have a spiritual sense. If something hurts, breathe slowly and deep into the hurt. Attach your breath to the hurt and slowly breathe the hurt or the pain out. Okay? Okay, so let's go and see what my higher self has in store for us for this meditation. You can half close your eyes if this works for you. It works for most people. The light. There is the light. Yes. So take a deep breath. Hold. And exhale and relax your shoulders. Take a second deep breath. Hold. And release. Take a third deep breath. Hold. And relax as much as you can. Keep breathing in a slow and gentle manner. And relax with every breath you're letting out a little bit more. While I'm connecting with my higher self a bit deeper. We're bringing in your higher self and your guardian angel into your circle. Connect to them as best you can. And don't worry, there is no perfect. Everything you can do right now is okay. That's enough. I'm getting a picture of some exchange and the word communion or communicare. And let's see what this is about. I'm getting a cauldron or an old pot that is hanging over fire, cooking something in it. And it's placed in front of you. There is a fire burning beneath it. It's just standing on the fire. And within the cauldron, there is water heating up. And this water is colored. It's green and golden. And I'm getting that they also have put I'm sorry, it's just an interesting picture. They have put into that cauldron with the water heating up. They've put in a plank for washing clothes, as they did in medieval times. So it's a riffled plank, or also stones are used. It's for washing clothes. And beside of it, there is a pile of clothes to be washed, stained. Okay, I get this. We are to remove stuck energy in a light-hearted way with a little bit of work. So your higher self and your guardian angel are giving you to understand that you are to wash some of your clothes, and these are clothes from past lives. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, they are giving you a piece of soap, and this is gleaming light soap, and you're making you understand that you are to take a piece of cloth, dip it underwater, rub it on that plank and this washing wood, and use the light soap to wash away these negative and dark energies. Okay, you might have had some contracts with dark entities in past lives, and you are to release that. So don't worry, everyone that's doing that meditation, including myself, will be washing clothes today. So let's go to it. And don't worry, in ancient times people got their hands hurt. It won't hurt for your hands, but it will be work. Why is it work? I'm getting that as you made contracts in past lives with dark entities, you were to get something in exchange for dealing with them or doing their bidding. And in order to make amends and make up for the maybe hurt that you put others through to getting what you wanted, you are to put some work in it. So let's do this. Let's take on the first piece of clothing. I'm getting it's some kind of blouse or shirt. It's the kind of shirt, sleeping shirt. It's the sleeping shirt for most of us, not for all of us. But take the first piece of clothing, dip it into the water sometimes, then try to get a sense where the stain is. Rub a bit of the light soap on that stain and then give it. Do the washing. Sorry, it's just funny. That's a funny way to do these things. I've been meditating for more than 20 years now. I've been doing such work since I can remember this life, and this is the first time they're doing it in a funny way, and I like it. Let's rub that. A piece of clothing. Let's do the work. Now and then when you've done your rubbing, you just put the clothing, the piece of clothing, you dip it in underwater, wash away the soap and the dirt, and see if you need to redo the whole thing. So put on more soap and keep rubbing. Yeah, and while you're rubbing that stain with that light soap, you're getting a sense of what was the contract about, what you wanted to get in return, and most importantly, what you were bound to do for them, for these dark entities. And maybe you also get a sense of who you really were dealing with. For some of us, yes, I have dirty clothes too. For some of us, this entity was from another dimension and it was attached as a dark entity attachment with the person you were dealing in that life. What does it mean? You have to do with a person, another, as you think of, human being, but this human being has a specific kind of behavior and energy. Some of them can be very persuasive and know exactly which words to use to confuse you or to get you to a point that you agree to do whatever they want to. So this confusing energy is not of that person in particular, it's the energy of the entity that has a bargain with that person. And for the benefit of both, they are trapping other humans that need to make some experience, in this case, you, to do some of the bidding for, let's say, what they call a reward, if you were to get one. And if were not blackmailed, this happens too. Get a sense if you fulfilled the contract, if you did what they wanted you to do. And now get a sense if you got the reward you wanted. While you keep rubbing the clothes. If you didn't get the reward you wanted, get a sense if they released you after doing the bidding, if you were forced to do more, or if you just was put to death. Did they kill you, put to death, or disposed of you, as some would put it? What was it for you? Why is this so important? If you didn't get anything in exchange, the stain will be removed easier. If you received something in exchange, maybe what you wanted or what you asked for or what they promised you, you might have to work harder to remove the stain. If you were just put to death, you will just have to use more of the light soap, and the energy will be transformed easier. So these three categories, they are what I say to help you clean the pile of clothes that are in front of you. And if this is not clear for you, you can also ask your higher self and your guardian angel for support and help in this. Of course, some of us may have more clothes to clean up than others, but don't worry about the pile you have in front of you. You can do as much as you can today and know that this is cleaned up and this is in accordance with the lords of karma. They agreed that you can repay some of your karmic debts, as I'm getting now. Just keep cleaning, getting a sense what it was, maybe who that was. And I'm also getting additional information. Maybe the energy of that entity or that person you dealt with is familiar to you. Maybe you have someone in this life that has a similar way of dealing with you and getting you to do their bidding, no matter what. If you have, and you've cleaned up this energy with that pile, you might be free of them, and you might encounter in the days to come that when you're free, when you clean that up, that energy from your past, you might not be persuaded that easily any longer. To keep working. If you were drawn to this, you wanted to get rid of burdens of the past in the easiest way possible. This is it. Sorry, that's just my cat. Please don't be distracted. That was just my cat. That's okay. Keep rubbing the clothes, applying more of the soap or doing more rubbing or both of it. And for those of you who already have cleaned up the first piece or the first pieces, there is a second cauldron on a second fire, and it's just water, but this is blue and golden. With a green and golden cauldron, or the fire, water in the cauldron, you're clearing your heart space and your energy system from that energy. And blue is related in my system that I'm working with my protector being. And if you're working with another faith or other system and your protection being has another color, it will take on that color plus gold. So you can wash the first pieces that you have removed the stains, you can wash them in the second cauldron. And then a string appears in front of you, like in old school. We will hang the clothes on the string to be dried in sunlight. So as you hang the first clothes, after you watered them and washed away the remaining soap, you can hang them on that string. Yes, it's a golden string with wooden pins, as it was in the old days. And the sun beams the light on each clothing, drying them and simultaneously removing that energy from your karmic records and from that past life. You may still need to ask for forgiveness if you have harmed someone in that life due to this contract. This has not been redeemed, but the stains of this dark energy in your past life, each piece of clothing stands for one past life, has been removed. The more lives you have with the same energy or same dark entity, the more likely it is that you already also have contact with the same entity in this life. So if you have something that fits the description in your life now, you might want to ask your higher self and your guardian angel to sort out all the clothes with the same dark entity in one other pile, so you can target them and get rid of them in one go. Yes. In our days, we have, if you hear someone coughing, that's just my cat. Don't worry about that. If you have someone in your life that would meet the description of someone having narcissistic traits, that we call narcissistic traits in our modern society, and mind you, I'm not diagnosing anybody, I'm just saying they would resemble the description of a narcissistic person or someone with narcissistic traits or behaviors. Yeah, that's good. Narcissistic behavior. If you have someone that would meet this criteria in modern day criteria, in the old days, someone could have said that they have some kind of entity attachment. And as they agreed that this entity would guide them through this lifetime, they are not likely to give that up. So they are not to be saved unless they themselves get rid of that entity. And this is nothing that you have to do. This is something they have to do themselves. So whenever you have someone placing themselves as the victim, asking you for their help over and over and over again for the same things and nothing changes, wash your clothes, get rid of that energy, and when you have washed away all the traces of one kind of energy, you might watch that clothes be dried in the sunlight and talk to your higher self and your guardian angel about what you need to learn to not fall into the same trap again. You're just sick of it. If you have someone with narcissistic behaviors in your life and you deem yourself an empath, you might need to learn to have a backbone and setting boundaries, meaning no means no, and not perhaps or ask again. Being an empath is one thing. Being an empath with a backbone and boundaries is a completely different thing. This also means that you might need to learn about loving yourself more than you do now. You might also have to learn to realize that you matter too. You might want to learn from these persons that how would that be if you would put yourself first? Because if you don't put yourself first, no one else will, right? Because they put themselves first, always. So what if you would put your needs first too? I'm not saying that you should not be open-hearted and help others out, but you might need help too. And sometimes this is the thing we need to learn when we have too many people with narcissistic behaviors in our life, teasing us, draining us, occupying our headspace from midnight to midnight. That's just an example. Continue washing your clothes, rubbing them, then watering them and washing off the soap, and then hanging them up to dry. Keep breathing. And if you have an insight, something that comes to your mind, giving you hurt, pain, whatever pain that may be, slowly breathe into it. Attach your breath to the pain and slowly breathe it out. For the women of you, like I am, let's touch a topic that is painful here, and obviously painful. You might have a history with domestic violence. And this too means that you might have a pile for that too. Domestic violence is also, in regards to the past, connected to some dark entity connections. Maybe the other person had it in past lives. Maybe you had it. Sometimes we switch roles during the lifetimes. It can be that in a past life, you might have been the one hurting your partner. You don't know. You might find out while washing your clothes. This is not to make you a bad conscience. This is another way and an example how karmic relationships can unfold and play out through lifetimes. We switch roles because we also have to experience how it is like. What do I mean? When we come here and embark on a journey of human experiences in a human body, we embark on a journey to make all experiences and to redeem all experiences. This might come as a surprise for a lot of you, but sometimes the victim in this lifetime has been the one doing it in a past lifetime. So if you have a karmic connection like this, you might have some clothes to wash, but you also have to realize that you are not only the victim. This is part of the same medallion, of the same coin. The one side of the coin is the one showing the behavior. The other side of the coin is receiving the behavior and living through the experiences. We have all, and I mean literally all of us, both of them. We have all the stains at the end of this cycle. And this means that we have to redeem both sides of the coins at some point of our existences. And if we have redeemed all of them, both sides of them, we are standing at the third side, meaning we can overlook both sides, both experiences, both redemptions, and take on the pure essence of the lessons that we learned while showing the one or the other behavior on one or the other side of the coin. This is the higher perspective, not being stuck within the experiences of a life itself, or same experiences throughout lifetimes, but to have redeemed it and learned the lessons so we can be free of it. This is the goal, learning the lesson, and if we do, and if we are living accordingly, we can finally be free of this thing, this experience, this contract, this energy, this entity. If you need more time to wash your clothes or that pile with one specific energy, pause the video now and resume it and continue it when you're done. Or come back at a later point in time, maybe in a day or two or in a week, and resume your work. You can do both. In any way, you take a look at these cleaned up clothes resembling lifetimes on one string, and sun is shining upon them. My higher self is calling in the lords of karma now to witness your work. They are gathering outside of your circle within the lying eight. Taking a look at your work and consulting each other of the outcome. The scroll is unfolded or unrolled in front of you, and for each piece of clothing that you've cleaned up, something is stroked through. There is a list of the things you have to clean up, and there are a lot of things that are deemed fulfilled with these tasks that you've done today. Once they are stroken through, they vanish from the scroll, and the scroll shortens accordingly, leaving the task that you need to fulfill for another time. Thank the Lords of Karma for acknowledging what you have done today and to releasing old debts. They nod and disappear. The pile of clothes hanged and piled, as well as the cauldrons and the piece of light soap, also disappear. The sun stays for a bit longer and turns its beam to you. You are to step in that beam of light in front of you that will burn the energy out of your energy system that you have cleaned up today. So you might not have to deal with it in a future life. Step into that beam now and be released from it. As the sun touches your energy system, traces of dark energy are lightened up, but are visible as dark smoke. And within that sunbeam, this dark energy is burned up within your aura or your energy system surrounding you, and it fades away. And traces of this all around you within your energy egg surrounding your physical body is repeated until the energy you've cleaned up today is released from your system and your karmic records. When this is done, and it is done for all of you, now step back from that beam of sunlight. The beam stops and the sun vanishes. You are left with your higher self and your guardian angel. Take a moment to feel or notice your energy system and how it is for you now. When you leave this meditation, you will need some minutes to get something to eat and to drink to stabilize your system. It's just a friendly remark from my higher self. Your higher self and your guardian angel will stay with you to help you incorporate this into your system and rebalance it. And we will leave soon this meditation. But I would like you to take a moment and in your own words, thank my higher self for giving you the opportunity to release this today, for holding the space and the energy to take care of this karmic debt. Thank him now. Thank your higher self and your guardian angel for supporting you today in your own words. You might also just feel gratitude and love towards them. They will know. So we will be leaving this meditation also with a deep breath. Take in a deep breath. Hold. Get aware of your body. And breathing out, open your eyes and be back in the here and now. Thank you for healing today with me in a funny way. As I find the funny way, you might not find that so funny. Thank you for healing with me, because in healing ourselves, we can heal the world bit by bit. Yeah, I would like to remind you to grab a bite and drink something. And after this, you might want to try out, where is it? There. This meditation. This is just a relaxing healing. You don't have to do a lot after this working session. Thank you very much. And grab a bite and have something to drink. And of course, like, subscribe, and share. You can support my mission. Thank you. Goodbye.